Hey everyone, welcome to the Withering Effect, episode 193. Today's date is March 28th, 2026, and I am Duds, or Duds Versus, known to the rest of the interwebs.
And I'm Carl. You may know me as Carl Rides. Duds, what have you been up to for the past 3 months, 4 months, whatever?
Yeah, it's been an extended break. I'm trying to remember, because our last episode was Hytale was getting ready to come out. I don't think it had actually launched yet.
That's true. And do you know when the people who are listening to this heard that?
Like a week ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah.
So it's a double upload week, guys. Tuesday, you get the episode we recorded in November. And Thursday, you've got this one. So, a bit of time travel.
Yeah. It's been a rough time for the Withering Effect. We have some new processes and stuff, and we can go over that in a little bit. For me personally, I've been dealing with a lot of health issues. I say a lot of it's mainly been my foot. I physically couldn't walk till about the beginning of February. So I was misdiagnosed by 3 doctors before a doctor finally went, "Oh, you just have severe gout." And I'm like, "Well, how do I have severe gout?" And we had to do this whole thing where we go over my diet. And it turns out it wasn't my diet causing the gout. It's like hereditary. And I'm like, oh, that's great, because that's the even harder stuff to treat.
Yeah.
Because normally, like, you take some medicines and you change your diet and you're good. Well,
yeah,
diet, it's not the problem. So I got put on a lot of strong steroids and some other medicine. I think I was up to 8 pills a day to try to fix this. Yeah. It got so bad that not my big toe and not the toe next to it, but like the middle toe, the gout had gotten so bad it pushed a bone out of place. Like on the x-rays, you can see all the bones perfectly lined up and then this one bone sticking straight down.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, that explains why that hurts right there. Yeah, it's healed. It's not fully gone. If I was... Like the first time I got correctly diagnosed, it was New Year's Eve. If I was at like a 90% pain level there, I'm like at a 7% pain level now. So it's a lot better. I'm able to do a lot more walking and working out and stuff because I literally couldn't do that for about 4 to 5 months, which stinks because I got put on all the steroids. So I ended up gaining 20 pounds that I had worked really hard to lose. So now I'm back. Yeah, now I'm back into the stage to work it off again. But
that's not good.
Yeah. And Hytale's come out. I've been playing a lot of Hytale. I haven't been able to play in like 3 weeks though. I've just been busy with some other stuff. My parents have retired. So my dad's doing a lot of projects around the house and he's needed some help with some stuff. So I've been volunteering to help with that kind of thing. And in return, he has to volunteer for next week. So it's getting summertime. Well, it's springtime here now. We had 85-degree weather yesterday, which is real nice. But it means camping's coming up and I've got issues with my Jeep. So I'll be ripping the Jeep apart next week. So... super fun for that. I'm really thinking about making an Instagram to do my little Jeep excursions and stuff. I don't want to make content. Like I don't want to make videos and all that stuff because camping and Jeep travel is my like down fun time. But I would love to be able to post pictures and stuff and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing and things. I don't know if people would want to see that kind of stuff, but it would be fun. It wouldn't interfere with me doing fun stuff. It wouldn't feel like a job or anything. But yeah.
It's all right. Yeah, you were talking about that when you first got the Jeep that you wanted to like do an Instagram and stuff. So
yeah,
it's cool that that's kind of still on the
yeah. Well, I mean, it's taken me a year to get it to be mechanically sound, and right now there's like one mechanical issue that I have to diagnose, and I'm hoping next week it gets fixed, and then I'm just off to the races.
Nice. That's all right then.
Yeah.
That is all right. Sounds fun camping, but it's not for me. I like my home comforts.
Yeah.
It's like my house is where my internet is and my
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey, you can get a Starlink and you can get good internet that way.
You can, but you know.
For me, I just don't like people. And I have a roommate who's home a lot. So going camping lets me go out and be by myself and stuff.
That's fair. The introverts go
Yeah,
outside to get away from people.
that's what you have to do in 2026.
Yeah, you can't stay inside. People are everywhere.
Mm-hmm. They're in your walls.
Nice.
But enough about me. How about you, Carl? How you been?
Working
Yes, you have.
and working, sleeping. Had a bit of time off this week, which was nice. But I've mainly been playing games that aren't Hytale or Minecraft, so yay!
For shame.
I originally booked this week off because this was the week that 007 First Light was supposed to come out.
Yeah, and then it didn't.
And then it got delayed till May. So, you know, I was expecting to be playing that a lot. So I've just been like, I like my strategy games and my top-down like organization games like Prison Architect and Age of Empires and Timberborn and all these kind of like simulation games. So I've been kind of playing a bit of those while I've been off. But I've had so much to do because I've been working so much. Like
Yeah.
decluttering and like sorting the house out and stuff like that has been a big part of the last couple of days. So
Yeah, my house needs clean bad.
yeah, it's like having a week off is like having a different job. So
Yeah. Like next week I have half the week off and a couple of those days are planned for the Jeep, but I really want to I want to go by the store and rent a pressure washer and pressure wash the outside of my house.
ooh,
So
nice.
like I have vinyl siding and my vinyl siding is naturally yellow, but I live in the woods. So that means the natural yellow has turned green on like 3 sides.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's time to pressure wash it. Luckily, I only have to pressure wash it like once every 4 years, but it's there now.
Not too bad.
Nah. Yeah, should we talk about changes to the show?
Oh,
Some of those changes are in act right now, as we see from the live chat.
Yes.
Yes.
The live chat is now open to everyone because we decided that we couldn't provide the value to the Patreon that we wanted to. And obviously the big gaps in content and stuff. And also we found that when we made the show, we were like, well, we'd been on a call for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes before, then did the show for an hour. So that was like an hour and a half. And then we had another half an hour or so to record a post show. And then in editing, you have to split those two into different files and do different scheduling and permissions and all that kind of stuff. And what we're trying to do is basically take away friction from this show coming out, basically.
We need to, because the problem was never finding time to record with each other. We could fit recording times in essentially any time. We've even done it like at 10 o'clock at night. At 10 o'clock at night, my time. So that's like 3 a.m. Carl's time.
Yeah.
And so we've done some weird scheduling times. The only thing we've never done is like super early in the morning. Like we've done 8 o'clock in the morning, my time, but that's not super early. I'm up at 5 o'clock anyways.
That was for a guest, I believe.
Yeah.
Because it was there. Because we always let guests like dictate the time of recording. Because obviously they're the ones that are coming on and doing us a favor. So yeah, some of them like wanted some times where it's not too bad for me, that kind of time really, with the time difference. So So it's all
Yeah.
good. It's all good.
When we had Mojang guests on, it was
Mhm.
always like 5 or 6 your time.
Mhm.
So I would take off work so I could record in the afternoon.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we can find time to schedule a recording. It's just having Carl enough time to edit and upload and do all this stuff. So we're getting rid of all that, like as Carl said, friction,
Mhm.
slimming it down. We
Yeah.
felt bad
So
about having a Patreon open anyways, because like he said, we weren't producing content worthy of it.
yes, and it was originally for us to go to Minecon, which then they disappeared during COVID, even
Yeah.
though they were supposed to come back as Minecraft Festival.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot all about that because like we never touched the Patreon fund. The Patreon
Mhm.
fund was originally for Minecon. We were all going to meet up at Minecon, and then that
They
never
never
happened.
happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we've paused billing, so no one is being billed at the moment.
Mhm.
And no new signups, and all the Patreon content will be released on our birthday for everyone under the free tier on Patreon. So the Patreon's still there, but it'll all
Yeah.
be moving to the free tier. So you can just sign up for a free account and then listen to all of our Patreon back catalogue. We wanted to give it a few months because obviously that'll be June,
Mhm.
because we didn't want to just go, right, the Patreon's closed, release everything. Because we think that's a little bit,
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
to the people who've been paying. So give it a bit of a time
Mhm.
between closing it and giving it a public release.
Yeah. It also means everyone finally gets to get into Decoy's music,
Mm-hmm.
which we kept behind, I think, the middle tier
Yep.
of the Patreon, which is always so good.
The music is the best. That's why Decoy gets called out in every episode.
Yes. Literally has never asked to be credited, has never asked for payment, has never asked for any of that stuff, but he deserves it. So,
But he gets shouted out whether he likes it or not.
yeah, exactly. That man is to blame for the earworm that gets stuck in your head for the next hour.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, removing friction is the biggest, because we have full-time jobs and our full-time jobs are more than full-time jobs these days. So, and
Well,
lives and stuff.
mine, not so much. Since we started
Mine
the
is.
podcast, my working schedule has essentially stayed the same.
Mine's got
But
worse.
yeah, everyone else's around me has changed
Mhm.
massively. The difference is I've grabbed onto more hobbies and
Yeah.
other stuff like being outside and working on vehicles and stuff. Minecraft is kind of a secondary, and we'll talk about that when we talk about the Minecraft news on why Minecraft has become such a secondary hobby for me.
Yeah. It's obviously we've just updated the create server. Well, Albany's just updated the create server.
Hmm.
So we do have the frogs and the all that to play with, but I don't know, I get the itch for create Minecraft anyway, not normal Minecraft, but I get the itch for create Minecraft now and again.
Hmm.
But that's usually at a time where I don't have time to actually play it. So
Yeah,
yay.
it's how it works. Yeah,
Yep.
I always get the itch to play like at 9 a.m. when I'm at work. I'm like, God, I want to play some games.
Yeah. But then there's so many like cool games these days
Yeah.
coming out. Like there was one that's like Retro Rewind came out recently, which is like a video game rental store
Hmm.
simulator, like the old blockbusters and stuff.
I miss Blockbuster.
Yeah, I look at all those. I'm like, I really want to play that as well. But
Yeah.
the days of going to a video store and smelling the butter popcorn in the store, and then picking, oh, which film should we rent this weekend?
Trying to trick your mom into letting you rent the rated R movie.
Yeah, it's like the 90s was so good.
Yeah. We weren't ever like super poor. but we didn't grow up with a good amount of money. So like a Blockbuster trip on the weekend was awesome.
Yeah.
It was like a straight up treat.
Something you look forward to all week.
Yeah, we'd go, we'd get a movie. Well, we'd probably get 2 movies because my parents would rent their own movie and watch. And me and my sister would rent one for us and we'd watch. Me and her would get a choice of our candy. And then we'd always stop at the pizza place on the way home.
Ooh.
And yeah, there's a place in Brandon called Babe's Pizza, home of the double-decker pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah, one piece of Babe's double-deckers.
Ooh.
That's it. You're not eating a lot of pieces of that. But, it's so good.
I'm glad I had a good dinner, else I'd be hungry right now.
Yeah.
Listening to that. Yeah. But those were the days.
Yeah.
You kids don't know how good you've got it with your Netflixes and your Deliveroos.
I don't have Netflix, by the way. Like, I just don't. I stopped paying for it because it got too expensive. I got an email from Netflix saying that they're raising their prices again. And it's like, I don't even have you anymore. Like, what the heck?
I think I have the ads too.
They're raising that one too.
Oh, joy.
I think it's like $2 more.
Hopefully not in the UK yet.
Oh, this isn't starting till like June 1st.
Okay. Yep. They're doing it here too. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good note, isn't it?
Yeah. Should we get on to the live?
Live. I did not watch it.
It's still called Minecraft Live, right?
Yeah, like, even though it's pre-recorded.
Yeah. And I didn't watch it live either.
Because that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, Minecraft Live. Let's start with Minecraft World. So I guess they're opening up a theme park in London. So near you. I assume all of the UK is near each other.
At the other end of the country, yeah.
Hey, that is closer for you than me to get to Disney World. Just saying.
Fair.
I'm mid United States and it's still 792 miles away from me.
Regardless, I'm still not going.
Yeah. So I thought it's like, okay, that's kind of cool because you have, you already have Lego World in California, but they just opened up like Nintendo World in Universal in Florida and stuff. So I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. You can have some competing things in there. And they're like, oh, yeah. And then we brought a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers along to take a look at it and give us suggestions and stuff like that. And I got really excited until I didn't see one YouTuber. And it's like, where's Scar?
Yeah.
He's the guy that's constantly designing theme parks in Minecraft. And you didn't think to invite him. And then Grian was doing a live stream or something like that, and he had he just quoted, it's like, hey, I'm not going to do this if you don't invite Scar. And it's like, oh, thank you. Someone's actually thinking, and now Scar is a big part of it.
Nice. That's good.
So,
because he's the guy. He's the guy for that kind of thing.
He is. So I was excited that he's involved. I'm excited to see what it's going to be like. I am probably never going to be able to go because it's in London. But, yeah. I
mean, it looks all right from what they've shown.
Yeah, we've seen a bunch of digital representations and stuff.
Yeah.
And to me, that's not enough to go by.
Yeah.
I don't know how theme parks are for you guys over there. Like, I know you have roller coasters, but I don't know if those are like the main draws like they are here in America, or you have ultra themed thing like
like
Disney and all that stuff.
Yeah, obviously we have Disney in Paris, and which is not in the country but close enough.
Yeah.
And then we'll get in a Universal down south at some point as well. That's like, but yeah, I don't know. Theme parks are not really that big over here. So I wonder how Universal's actually going to do. But we'll see.
Yeah, Universal over here is just taking off. Like, I'm pretty sure they're outpacing Disney World right now, which nobody ever thought that was going to be a thing.
Yeah.
but Disney World just keeps raising their prices and putting out poorer content. So it's kind of, I am a Universal person anyways. I'm from Florida, or I grew up in Florida before I moved to North Carolina, and we went to Disney World like every year, because my family would do family reunions there, and it used to be Florida residents get a discount to go to Disney World, and then it's like, oh, if you have a package of 30, you get major discounts. So when you have a family reunion at Disney World, you got major discounts.
Nice.
So we would do that, and as I became more of an adult, I started going to Universal. I love Universal way more. Universal's way cooler. The theming's way better. So
I'm excited to give Universal UK a try when it opens. Like go down with friends and stuff, and just have a weekend or so there and see what it's all about. Because I've never been to a Universal resort or anything. So the only real place I've been that's, like I say, is Disneyland Paris. So
yeah,
be interesting.
And I'm sure your experience will be different than our experience and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be very tailored to the weather as well.
Yeah.
A lot of inside things, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Because it rains here most days.
Yeah. But let's talk about Tiny Takeover, because that's the first update that was announced. We've known about Tiny Takeover for a while now. They're basically updating all the baby mob textures and models and stuff like that. They're bringing in the golden dandelion, which can be crafted using a dandelion and gold nuggets. And you would feed a baby a golden dandelion to keep them babies so they don't grow up.
Oh, they do look cute.
Yeah, people have been asking for this for a while. Let's see, the golden dandelion does not attract the bees. You can't use that to breed bees, and you can't compost it anyways, of course, because it's made out of gold. I feel that they missed an opportunity with the golden dandelion.
Okay, go on.
You could have brought the Moo Bloom into the game and shear it to make golden dandelions.
Yeah. Well, that's upsetting.
Yeah. When I saw that it was golden dandelions, I go, oh, great, they're finally going to bring this mob from the vote in. Because we haven't seen that. We've been seeing mobs that didn't make the vote get brought in later. I was like, oh, they're finally going to bring it over. And then I found the recipe and I went, oh, man. Like that mob was never my particular favorite to win that vote, but it was still a cool mob.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel like it's a missed opportunity there. I don't hate the recipe by any means. Like, I'm not going to complain. That's a simple enough recipe to make. And when you get a gold farm up and everything like that, it's so simple. But yeah, just slight missed opportunity here. The update itself is kind of eh.
The mobs look cute.
The mobs are cute. Personally, I could care less.
Tut tut.
I'm not bashing the update. It's a fine update. It's just it's not going to make me get on and play.
No. But yeah, it's cute.
That's what I'm trying to bring to the podcast. It's like, I'm not trying to diss these updates. I'm just saying personally, I know there are people who think this is an amazing update who are going to use the heck out of it. That's good.
What about craftable name tags? Where do you sit on that?
Oh no, that's cool. That's a great thing.
No.
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 It kind of makes me mad that in my single player world, I set up all these villagers to trade name tags with. And
I think there should be certain things that are harder to get than others. And I feel like if you can craft everything, it takes away a bit of the challenge.
True.
And
I can see that.
Name tags is one of those items that I think deserves to stay behind that challenge wall. I don't believe in all this, let's make everything craftable.
That being said, I have the argument of I really don't want to go down to the deep dark to get Swift Sneak. I really don't want to raid Piglin Bastions to get the smithing template. Stuff like that. Like,
yeah, but the challenge is part of it, isn't it? For the cool stuff. Like, I know you're a homeboy, and that kind of influences your
thinking.
Hang
on. Not exactly, and we'll get to that. So we're going to go over Hytale next, and then we're going to compare the games. We're going to do what people say. Don't compare the games. They're two different games. We're going to compare the games because you can compare the games and still respect them as two different games. So when we get to that compare stage, it's going to throw you for a loop with that home buddy comment.
Let's clip all the times Duds has said he's a home buddy in the podcast.
I know.
Over the last 6
I know. It's going to be crazy.
And the final thing, note block, trumpet.
Yep.
Cool. Like it.
I heard somebody talk about the Bedrock and Java versions sound different. Like the Bedrock version's out of tune. I couldn't tell you either way.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But should we get to the other part of the update? The new update that we have Chaos Cubed that's coming out. That adds sulfur caves, the cinnabar and sulfur blocks, and a sulfur cube. Let's start with the caves.
Okay.
It's a ketchup and mustard cave. It's a condiment cave. You gave us condiments.
Minecraft's new condiment update.
Yeah. I'm sure there are great builders who will be able to use these blocks beautifully.
Yeah, but it's more yellow and red, isn't it?
Yes. And it's neon.
That's the thing that struck me was, do we really need more yellow and red blocks? Or do we need some more white versions or more grey versions?
Well, it's like Awesam's talking about in the live chat. We can finally build a accurate McDonald's.
This is true. Yeah.
I would like some new colored blocks. There are some greens and some blues that we're missing in the areas. There are some reds that I think could be touched in. Not a lot. Mangrove really filled in a good part of the reds.
Exactly. With crimson as well. It's like there's so much of this same color palette.
Yeah, we need some greens.
What about the other side of the color wheel?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Blues for sure need a little help.
Yeah, definitely. Blues do need some help.
Blacks need help, actually.
Blacks need help. Great.
There's an argument that blacks don't need help with deep slate and blackstone.
Well, blackstone needs help because it's purple. Apart from that.
Exactly. And deep slate's a good looking block.
Yeah.
Like deep slate's some of my favorite blocks in the game, but it's on some of those blocks the grayish stands out a little bit too much. And honestly, you can make concrete stairs and slabs and blacks would be fine. That would fill in the missing blocks.
Yeah, where's my concrete stairs and slabs still?
Yeah. You remember when they were telling us that they couldn't do that because the library was too large?
Uh-huh.
And then it became, oh, well, we don't want to hurt your creativity.
The library's really big now, isn't it?
And then they said that we never said it would stump creativity. And then people started time stamping the video where they said it would hurt creativity. Yeah.
You're not saying a corporation went back on what they said. That would be unheard of.
No. I'm just saying, like, there's an obvious reason. And I just want the real reason.
Yeah.
Why? It's like, hey, we just don't want to work on that right now. Okay, then just tell me that.
We don't want to.
Yeah. But yeah, we got McDonald's colors. We got condiment caves. We have the sulfur cube, which is a cool technical feature. It's like a lightish yellowish color slime that can pick up blocks and take on some of the abilities of the blocks. Like if it picks up an ice cube, it'll slide. I wonder if it picks up a slime block, will it bounce high?
That'd be cool.
I didn't see any of that stuff. People are mentioning like maybe you can put a furnace in it and then you would have a movable furnace. I don't know if anyone's tested that yet or not.
I mean, we have a movable furnace, technically.
What are you talking about, Willis?
The minecart furnace.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, you can't like smelt stuff in that.
That's why I said technically.
But you can't smelt anything in that.
Which is a missed opportunity.
It is.
Let's fix that.
Minecarts are a massive missed opportunity. Let's just go.
Yeah, it's true.
But this is a cool mob, but I think it has a very limited niche.
Mm-hmm.
And will be fun for a little bit. I think the Happy Ghast was more of a broad, will be used a lot. I'm not a fan of the Happy Ghast. I just finally got used to scaffolding, so I'm not switching to an Happy Ghast. Well, I can see where Happy Ghasts are a good addition to the game.
Mm-hmm.
The Sulfur Cube is a good addition to the game, but I think it's not as good as the Happy Ghast.
Fair. I like the caves. They look cool.
I don't like the caves.
Yeah, the caves
I think they
cool.
look dumb.
Yeah, the caves are cool.
So, like, here's the other thing. I'm trying not to crap on this stuff, but you added sulfur caves, which are known to kill people.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're going to have young players exploring sulfur caves. I know they're going to add, like, some dizziness or something like that. You're going to have some effects that happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, you got rid of fireflies because they killed frogs. Now you made an entire biome that kills people.
Mojang has decided that nothing they do makes any sense. And we have to respect that.
I think it's more we don't know how Mojang thinks. There is a reason to the madness.
I don't think there is. I don't think there's any reasons to it.
I'm giving the benefit of the doubt.
They just come up with an idea and go, that'd be cool, let's do that, and don't think it through.
But see, that's the problem. That's fine. That's 100% cool. Just tell me that's why.
Imagine if that cave was blue and green, then.
No, that win. That would be a win.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd shut up about the condiment cave.
Exactly. We'd have some blocks that we could use for a start that aren't yellow and red.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be awesome.
Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of green shades in Minecraft, but not in the slab and stair.
Exactly.
That's where I'm talking about. These things are missing.
Yeah. Stairs and slabs, guys. Stairs and slabs.
Yeah.
It always comes back to stairs and slabs.
It does. Those are the most universally useful blocks in the game.
And walls.
Yeah, but walls are used, yeah, but I don't think they're as universally useful.
No. Walls are good for hiding lights behind.
Yes.
Which is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like a good andesite wall.
Love me an andesite wall.
Nice. Cool. So what else do we have? Minecraft Dungeons 2.
Yes. Which I'm excited for.
Tell me more.
So we didn't get a lot of look at it. We basically got a sneak peek teaser, and you had to kind of be paying attention to it to see all that stuff. It essentially went around what looks like the starting area in Dungeons 1. That little spot where you would do trading and upgrades and all that stuff. It looks like that was a new section there. But we got some hints of wardens. So I'm wondering if wardens will be the new bad guy. We also got a scene where it looks like in the ancient city, the portal is actually lighting up.
Nice.
So there's that. And a lot of people have been saying, well, they used Dungeons 1 to kind of update vanilla with the pillagers.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone's kind of saying, well, are they doing Dungeons 2 to help do an update with the Deep Dark? Could this be the big update that everyone keeps talking about happening in the background while they put out all these little tiny updates? And I still like to think they have a big update in the background. I have no reason to think that there's a big update in the big background. Mojang has not said anything that leads me to believe there's an update happening in the background.
Yeah.
The only thing that has any say to this is the fact that we've interviewed a couple of Minecraft devs who are not on any of these smaller updates that are being released. These are high up devs who are not working on tiny updates. So what are they working on?
Okay.
Hopefully it's a bigger update.
We will see.
We will see.
Only time will tell.
Yeah. But I'm excited for Dungeons 2. I loved Dungeons 1. I don't think I beat Dungeons 1, though. I know I'm close. Like, I'm on the final little area. Super excited. Well, hopefully it comes out for the original Switch, because that's where I played Dungeons 1, and I loved playing it that way. If it's forced to Switch 2, I won't get it, though.
Have they done much of that? I've not really been following the Switch 2 kind of game releases. Have they done much of like backwards compatible games, or has it all been Switch 2, Switch 2, Switch 2?
I think so. When the Switch released, there was only like 8 games for it. So a lot of the games were backwards compatible. But it's like, well, if I'm just going to buy a new Switch to play the same games I was playing on the original Switch, why would I do that?
That's fair.
But yeah. So I don't know. I don't see the Switch 2 being worth the money it's going to cost. But yeah. The only way I would think about doing a Switch 2 is if Dungeons 2 and a new Legend of Zelda that looked good came out at the same time.
Yeah.
Then I would consider a Switch 2.
That's fair.
But for the most part, I only play my Switch when I go camping. So.
Yeah, I was looking at getting one, and then I was like, because they've put a lot more third-party games on there now. There's a lot more of them available for it, which I'm a fan of. But yeah, I think they're gonna do what they did with the original and release an OLED version, so I'm gonna wait for that.
Yeah, I thought the Switch 2 was OLED already.
No, it's LCD.
Oh, wow.
Meh.
Anyways, the last thing that's on the list is that they said there are new Minecraft experiences coming. That was it. They didn't tell us what was going on in those Minecraft experiences. They just said there's new ones coming.
Well, it's good to have the info.
Yeah. I think I heard Chicago's getting one, which is nowhere near me. So.
Interesting.
Not really. That's why I literally put, that's it.
That's it.
All right. But before we move on to the Hytale part of today's show, here's how you can support the show when purchasing Hytale.
Minecraft has been core to our show from day one. However, we've been hyped for Hytale since the trailer in 2018. That's why our podcast now covers both Minecraft and Hytale. You can support the show by using our creator code, TWE, when purchasing Hytale from hytale.com.
Did you actually record that ad?
Yeah.
It's literally just sounded like you were reading. to give everyone who's listening a heads up. So that part I read before we continue into Hytale, that's part of the script. And then on Carl's section, it just says ad plays. But it sounded like he was just reading from another script right then. We're going to have to work with Decoy to get some background music in that.
Yeah. It's all an illusion.
Yeah.
Might reach out to Jimbo and be like, do you want to read this?
Yeah. Hytale update number 4 just came out Friday. And boy, oh boy, is it a biggin'. This is the stuff that turns me off on Minecraft. When I see, now I understand Hytale's in a different spot than Minecraft. And again, they're not the same game. But this release, 500 new blocks. Granted, I think a lot of these blocks were already in the game code. They just kind of had to polish them to get them to work correctly. in the version of the game we have now.
Yeah.
But 500 new game blocks, proximity voice chat, which I know wasn't already in the game. That was something brand new that they just implemented because players asked for it. They have the emote wheel. Remember when I was saying that Minecraft was going to have an emote wheel like 2 years ago?
I remember that.
Like, I was dead set thinking that was good. Yeah, I thought that was going to be in the update. Never was. They've got some new hairstyles because if you've not played Hytale, you don't do the custom skins like Minecraft does. You kind of have an avatar builder. So they give you options. And so far, every update, they've added options on that avatar builder, which is really cool. And they've got some new creative tools called Revolve, which allows you to take a section of your build and rotate it around.
Ooh.
Which is nice.
That's kind of cool.
The creative tools in Hytale are insane. I'm not a creative player, so I haven't played with them a lot, but I watched some videos on some of these people playing with them, and holy cow. Yeah.
Nice.
That's all the stuff coming to Hytale. Hytale's so good. It is so good.
So proximity chat, that's just built into it.
It's just built into it.
You don't need any like mods or anything like you do with Minecraft.
Nope.
Amazing.
It works exactly from what I've seen. I haven't been able to get on and test it yet because it just released Friday and it's Saturday when we're recording this. From what I can see, it works exactly like proximity chat mod does on Minecraft, but it comes installed on off from default. Okay. So you have to go turn it on and all that stuff.
But that's just a switch.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds really cool. I like that. I like stuff built in that you don't have to go and get other software to make it work.
And Hytale's very good at if what they're doing is if they see mods that people really do like. You know how we constantly are saying that, hey, these are the mods you have to have in Minecraft to have a good experience.
Yeah.
When Hytale devs see that, they go, okay, let's make this vanilla. Let's put this in the game. Let's talk to the person who designed it. Let's either bring them on to be part of the team or let's purchase it from them so they get their credit because it's deserved credit.
Yeah.
But it definitely needs to be in the game.
That's the way to do it, Mojang. Are you making notes?
Hytale has a modded competition going on. They said they're going to do this all the time, where they're having modders build these parts of the game that bring something new to it, and the ones that they like, they're literally competing for jobs to be like, hey, like we really like this. You should join us. I mean, that's what Mojang was doing for a while. I'm sure they're still doing it a little bit. We just don't hear about it as much. But yeah, they were bringing in some big time modders to be devs. So Hytale's kind of got that cue from Minecraft, and it's like, well, let's just make a competition out of this. I don't think it's, well, if I win, I get a job. It's, hey, if we like your mod and we think you're a good fit for the team, they bring you in.
Yeah.
But there are people probably making mods who have no, like, they don't want anything to do with joining a dev team or anything. They just find it fun.
Yeah. They just do it because they can.
Yeah.
Because they want to, or maybe they want to learn how to mod and they think Hytale, when you want to learn something, having a goal for a game or a piece of software or a product that you like yourself is really motivating. So I bet people have learned modding through just wanting to do stuff in the game. So that's really cool.
Yeah. And I haven't messed with it, but I want to mess with Hytale's modding at some point because Hytale's modding is built differently. So with Minecraft, you have to learn JavaScript and all that. When I say JavaScript, I don't know if it's actually JavaScript. You have to learn Java coding.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff I've learned is I just look at other code and copy, paste, modify it, and see if that works. And I can get pretty far doing that. Like there are some mods I've made myself. I've taken some of Winter's old mods and upgraded them just so they can work on new versions that I was using. I've done that with a lot of texture packs. The creator just stopped using them and it's like, well, I really like this part of their texture pack, so take that and build my own texture pack and all that stuff. But Hytale is a very visual modding platform. So I'm curious how that works. Everyone says it's so much easier to modify. So I'd like to try it.
It just reminds me of Winter's llamas in Ripple Effect.
I love the airdrop llamas.
Airdrop llamas. Oh, those were the days.
I still have a photo of the airdrop llamas on my phone.
Airdrop llamas are so cool.
Yep.
Good times.
All right. Let's get into the compare and contrast, the good and the bad of Minecraft versus Hytale. This is a lot of stuff when I've seen a lot of talk of comparing these two games, and people get mad when you compare these games, which I don't really understand.
Well, you know, the comments are there and engagement.
Yeah, like you can say one game's better than the other game, but again, it's all personal preference.
Yeah.
Like you just have to understand that person's personal preference is this is better. So go into this conversation that we're about to have with that idea in your mind. Just because Dud says this is better doesn't mean it's technically better. It just means personally it's better.
How dare you have an opinion?
How dare I? But one of the big ones from the get-go, exploring. Minecraft has pushed players to explore for years now. Yeah. They keep hiding things in locations that makes you go explore and finding everything. Hytale, on the other hand, doesn't do that. They do it, but they don't. It doesn't feel like a job when you explore in Hytale. I love exploring in Hytale, which says a lot because there are no boats in Hytale. There is no flight in Hytale. And riding horses in Hytale makes me motion sick. Hytale needs to work on that. Their controls for horses are separate. The camera and the movements are separated. So you can do like a 360 while sitting on top of a horse. And it makes me sick to my stomach.
I bet. Yeah.
I don't like it. I still play with the controller. And I think it's better if you do a mouse and keyboard. But I don't even get on the horse. It makes me so bad. That being said, Hytale is better at exploration than Minecraft. Like the amount of times I just look off into the distance and see something and go, oh, I want to see what that is. And I'll just run for 45 minutes to see what that is.
Is it recency bias or is it like...
I will admit that's probably some of it, but I'm not going to give it the overwhelming bit. The fact that everything in Hytale is so new does help it. Yeah. Like I will admit that, but movement in Hytale is 10 times better than Minecraft. And I think you can say this technically. This isn't opinion based anymore. The fact that So you remember how Minecraft has the auto jump feature and everyone immediately turns that off?
Oh, yes.
Hytale has the auto jump feature and everybody leaves it on.
Interesting.
The movement is so much better that you don't even realize that you're having because it's not an auto jump, it's an auto step over. So the animation is better. The fact that you can jump 2 blocks instead of 1 block is better. The fact that I can jump 3 blocks or 4 blocks and grapple a ledge and pull myself up is better.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. Running around in that game is smoother, is nicer. Minecraft used to make me motion sick until I turned view bobbing off. Then it was fine. Then Minecraft was cool. I could play that for hours with no problems. Hytale has never been an issue. And I've lowered view bobbing on Hytale just in case. But Hytale movement is extremely smooth, except for when I get on a horse. For some reason, horses are just bad. But yeah, exploring
Fair.
is better in Hytale. Just
the
that
chat
way.
have an opinion about you having an opinion, and they also have an opinion about you having an opinion about the host having an opinion. So that's clear as mud.
Yeah.
Exploring, yeah. When we got on and you were teaching me stuff because I didn't have a clue, and the grappling up the ledges and stuff, everything was really cool. And like you say, like the auto jump isn't an auto jump; it's sort of
A step.
you're just walking around upwards rather than just jump, walk, jump. Yeah, like in Minecraft.
Yeah.
So yeah, smooth, a lot smoother.
I mean, I remember that night. We sat on a mountaintop looking out into the distance for, I don't know, 4 or 5 in-game hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Going, look how cool that looks. Look how cool that looks. Do you want to go this way or do you want to go that way? Which way looks cooler?
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
Overwhelmed by choice.
Yes.
Yeah. That's why we were stuck on a mountain. Also, it was dark and things looked scary.
Yes. I've learned more about that though. So, let's get into the next big thing: building.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where Hytale takes an absolute fall on their face, and Minecraft reigns champion. Building in Minecraft, way better.
Okay. You see, I like the tables where you can go to a table and you can choose like blocks for it to make. I seem to remember that when we were playing. Like you had like the different like furniture tables and stuff. They were really cool. I kind of liked those. It's a bit like the recipe book, but different.
Those aspects are cool. But there are aspects I don't like. Like in Minecraft, everything is a block, essentially. And everything is intuitive on how you place it down and move it around. Whereas Hytale isn't. It takes a lot more of a learning curve to figure things out. My big complaint with, like, I want to use roof blocks. Well, these roof blocks have different angles, and underneath those angles, if you're using what's considered a redwood or a softwood or whatever, it has a wood color underneath it, but the roof tiles are a different color. So if you're building walls but want a blue roof color, you're going to get this red wood underneath that wood, but your walls itself might be a different color. So that's a very hard contrasting line that I don't like. So essentially you have to build your walls and your roof out of the same material to hide that line. Whereas if you just don't have that little bit underneath that roof, that fixes it. And I kind of wish they would have gotten rid of that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, in the new 500 blocks, there are roof blocks that got fixed and they've added stuff. And I don't know if it gets rid of that underneath part, but I think it's still there. And that's one of my bigger complaints is the fact that, because the way wood works in Hytale, you've got all these different wood types, but 3 of those wood types are technically the same wood type. So like you have oak and birch and all this, those are all considered like softwoods. Or I think oak's hardwood. But anyways, you have softwoods. So when you turn those into blocks, which by the way, 1 log is 1 block, which is a little rough. Yeah. So you would have like softwood. So really you only have 6 different types of wood in the main game. You can get more types, but that's more end game. Which is a little rough. The options in Hytale are way more. Like you have several different kinds of chests. You have tables and chairs and different features they're way better. But those are just things to me. The act of building is still better in Minecraft.
Interesting. Yeah, I can see where that's coming from. Definitely.
Yeah. I would prefer, in Minecraft has automation. and Hytale doesn't yet, which brings me to the next subject, replayability. There's a reason I haven't played Hytale in like 3 weeks, and yeah, I've been busy, but there are times I could have snuck on and played for 30 minutes to an hour. I just haven't, because the replayability, it's like, okay, well, I've been exploring. If I were to explore now, I'd have to run for like 2 hours because I'm not riding a horse and there's no boats. So it's not really worth me to explore. So I've got to build, and it's like, okay, well, I'm not a big fan of the building in the game right yet. So do I want to build anything? Not really. There's no farming in the game other than actual farming crops, which is actually fun. I enjoyed being a farmer on my last Hytale episode. That was a lot of fun. But there's no like mob farms. And like, here's something I just learned that I kind of wish Hytale will make some way to change in the future. In Minecraft, when you don't want mobs to spawn, you just light it up, right?
Yeah.
That's not a thing in Hytale. They don't care about light levels, at least from what I can tell. Every mob has a spawner. So somewhere there's a little block that's invisible that you can't destroy that is a mob spawner, and it'll go off every once in a while when you leave the area and you come back. Which sounds like a good way to keep everything interesting, except for when you're building and you're not realizing that stuff like that's happening. Or my biggest thing is when you're caving, because caving in this is way better than caving in Minecraft, in my opinion. And you come back to a section where you fought like 4 mobs, and then all of a sudden those 4 mobs are now back 30 seconds after you, but just because you left the area and came back. Yeah. So now you have to fight your way out again. That's kind of annoying. There is a way to get...
is that why you left our original home?
Yes and no. So our original home was built on... I don't want to say temple or something like that, but it was built on an area where lots of mobs spawn.
Okay.
And there are ways now that you can manufacture the mobs to spawn in certain areas or not spawn at all. So there is a mod that you can get that you can turn on, and it shows you where that spawner is located, and you can put blocks down and that will destroy the spawner. So like, you physically can't break it, but if you place blocks in the area, that'll make the spawner disappear. So essentially it...
Like surround it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you build right on top of it. And then you can tear those same blocks down and that spawner disappears. Or at least it did last time I checked.
Okay.
Now, I've not played with the mod that lets you see where the spawners are, but I kind of like the idea that can be a function in the alchemist table or something like that. You can take a potion that lets you see where things spawn. Yeah. So if you're trying to build an area that's considered peaceful, you have the ability to find that and destroy it and go on. Whereas in Minecraft, you would just light it up. Yeah. But
yeah, it'd be good if they put that in the quote unquote vanilla game and allowed you to some way of being able to see those. That'd be good.
Yeah. It's not a big complaint because the mobs in Hytale, for me, I have more fun fighting those mobs. Like, the AI seems a little bit smarter, but also, like, I feel smarter when I'm fighting them. Like, it comes naturally how to fight these mobs. Whereas Minecraft mobs, their AI is not smart, which, I mean, we kind of all know that. And their biggest feature is the fact that they can overwhelm you quickly and kill you. So I find I don't die a lot in Hytale. I think I've only ever died once in this new world. When I was playing on single player world, I died a lot to wolves and stuff like that. But I'm with the new wolf update, I'll probably die more to wolves now. But it was easier for me to learn how to fight mobs in Hytale than it was for me to learn how to fight mobs in Minecraft. So
fair.
Not saying the mobs are easy in Hytale. I'm just saying the learning curve is a lot smaller.
Yeah. So it's a different way of
fighting
them.
the animation for the mobs do something intentional that triggers something in your brain that you're like, oh, that thing did that, I'm going to do this. That's how I'm going to beat it. Whereas Minecraft is usually whack it with a stick several times until it falls over.
Yeah.
So,
very true.
Don't get me wrong. Hytale mobs, a lot of it's whacking it with a stick until it falls over. But the fact that the offhand in Hytale is it's a scroll wheel. So I push a button, and the way I have the controller set up, I can literally just click. I can move from torches to shields to potions. I think I'd have potions in there. I can't remember if you can have potions there. It may be that I wanted potions there. It's been a while. The fact that Hytale has backpacks that make sense, that do exactly what people have been asking for on Minecraft for forever.
Yeah, I do like the idea of a scroll wheel for an offhand. I used it a little bit when we played, and I think it's a much better UI for it. I think it's good.
It's so nice and convenient, and it makes sense. It feels natural.
Yeah, because in Minecraft, you just have to flip and then get to the next item and flip back and all these in your hotbar and stuff. It's a bit of a mess, really.
Yeah, like you can leave it in your offhand, like a shield in your offhand all the time, which I've done that for a while, or you carry a totem of undying for a while, and stuff like that. But I love the idea that, because I don't like carrying a shield all the time, that I can just tuck the shield away and bring it out whenever I want it. Like, it's great.
Switching's a lot better on a kind of scroll wheel kind of thing than on a static bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it.
Here's the big telltale. So hang on, I'm gonna make a lot of chair noises real quick. I play with the controller. So I have a Xbox 360 Elite controller. So it's just a normal controller, but it's got the 4 back buttons. And I use Rewasd, or REWASD, to program my controllers for whatever game I'm playing. Minecraft, I will program all my buttons, but I still need the keyboard attachment to do a lot of my functions. Just because I run out of keys. I have to have it. Hytale, I will program all my keys, and then there's like, oh, I don't really need the keyboard, because the way the the GUI has been set up, one key can cover multiple functions because it's using the wheel or anything like that. So it's very smart and intuitive. And there are still things I want to do that I need the keyboard with. I'm just saying I use the keyboard a lot less with Hytale, even though there are more button functions.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't play with a controller a lot on games. Like I have an old Stadia controller that I use in Bluetooth mode for like certain games. Like I use it in Hitman sometimes. But I don't play with a controller a lot, so I'm used to like having all the buttons on the keyboard and mouse and stuff. So it's interesting to hear that, like, even though there's more, it's sort of easier to manage on a controller than Minecraft. That's interesting.
Well, and I'm putting it out there, I'm using a third-party program that I paid for to get to do this. This isn't native. This isn't saying Hytale's the better controller game. It's I've made a controller setup better. I'm just saying the GUI in Hytale feels natural and intuitive compared to Minecraft. Because I know Minecraft's been trying to figure out a way to fix their GUIs and make them more natural and intuitive. I'm just saying Hytale beat them to it.
Yeah.
And I would really like for Minecraft to open up and be like, okay, let's look at Hytale and how they're doing this. Is there anything we can use that they've done that makes sense?
Because then everyone wins.
Yes.
Competition is good.
Competition is really good. And that's what this compare and contrast is. I'm not definitively saying one's better than the other. I'm saying the competition between the both of them are leading to, hey, this game's better at this game's better at that. Let's make both these games better.
Exactly. Yep. 100%.
My final thing is art styles. When I first saw Hytale, I said that game is ugly.
Dun, dun, dun.
When I first saw Minecraft, I said that game is ugly. So I had the same thing. I will say Minecraft's art style is iconic.
Yep. 100%.
Just no way around it. You cannot change Minecraft's art style without getting some pushback. And I think you see a little bit of it when they change the models and the textures and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not so much on the baby models this time. I think everyone
cute.
relatively likes, they're cute. Everyone likes these models and stuff. And you remember when they changed the horse model though? The pushback from that.
It was brutal.
Yeah. So I think Mojang's found the thing. And Hytale's finding its art style now. I like Hytale's art style now that I've played it. It looks different than Minecraft, which is great because it is a different game.
Yeah.
It just kind of makes sense.
They're similar but different.
Yes.
You feel at home, but you don't feel like you're sitting in a copy of Minecraft. Kind of weird
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it.
to explain. Yeah. It's weird to explain. It's like it feels at home, but it feels different at the same time.
For as great as Minecraft is, it can feel harsh at the same time. Whereas I've never felt a harshness in the art style for Hytale. And I'm not saying that's good or bad, because there are some things in Minecraft I wish was in Hytale with how they directed the art style. But
yeah,
Hytale feels softer and more inviting art style wise than Minecraft. But Minecraft does more iconic things better, if that makes sense.
They've had a very different starting point, haven't they? When Minecraft was first being made.
Yes.
The technology and the ability to do shading and all this kind of stuff was very different.
Yes.
10 plus years ago than it is now.
And we've seen the last couple updates in the background, Mojang is making changes to like the lighting engine again and rendering stuff. So that stuff is happening in the background, and those are important parts of the update that gets glossed over. We even gloss over because it's not interesting, but it's important.
Yeah. So the kind of legacy stuff that there's a lot of it in Minecraft.
Yes.
There's a lot of legacy stuff that takes time to work through and time for them to go, well, we can't change too much all at once because everyone will go mad. So they sort of have to do it bits and slowly and, respectfully to the game, because as you say, it is iconic. So it's a very different beast. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. But that's all I had for comparing and contrasting.
Nice.
These two games. I do want to talk more about the changes to the podcast. So, because there was some stuff we didn't talk about that probably would fit here at the end. So next podcast, we don't know when that's going to be, but we're hoping to give you more of a warning. This podcast was kind of last minute. We're able to fit it in. Let's go. Because originally it was Carl was like, hey, can you do this day at this time? And I said, no, I have plans. How about this day at this time? And then we went to that day, that time. Then I came back this morning and said, oh, hey, guess what? I'm free at that original date and time. Can we do that time? And so we did.
Yeah.
I would like to give you guys a couple days of warning.
Yeah.
Especially now that the live show is free and everyone can show up and listen and stuff.
Be good to give them a heads up.
Yes.
When the live recording will be.
Yes.
100%.
The other thing is we talked about building a new Withering Effect studio on the Create server.
Yep.
We don't have the Patreon server anymore. Hopefully we can put like a little bit of a video together. Don't expect like crazy editing and all that stuff, but at least you get to watch something, which could be cool.
If we get it done for the next episode, because obviously you're getting 2 here, you're getting 1 right at the end of March, 1 right at the start of April in the same week. So if we look at May, We
Yep.
should be able to get something together for a studio and then do like our little YouTube live streams, which are just straight to tape, no editing, like we said.
Yeah.
Remove the friction, like we used to do for Minecraft Live and CubeCon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And, we intend to still do CubeCon and we intend to still, do those live shows when they make sense.
Yeah.
But just make that kind of live element of it a more permanent fixture of the show, again, to remove the editing bottleneck. I like the editing, but it's just too time consuming. I just don't have time.
Carl originally signed on just to edit the podcast. He never intended on being a host, never wanted to be a host. I made him be a host.
It's been a journey.
Yeah. Look at you finding your voice.
Yeah. The journey continues.
Yep.
Now the Create server's been updated by Albany. We can hopefully get on, and there's loads of space under my base that we could put it. A little studio.
Mm-hmm. And since Create got updated, I'm hoping to get on and do a Create episode or two.
Nice.
I don't want to say like, oh, it'll be out next week or it'll be out in 2 weeks. It may even take 3 weeks depending on how I'm doing. But
Albany just posted in the live chat. So Carl Corp, which is the name of my base for anyone who doesn't know, is now controlling the media. Who's to say? I control the food supply. I control the media.
Carl Corp is the media.
Is the media. It is an evil lair after all.
It is.
It's a Bond villain's wet dream. So.
The other thing, Mending Minecraft was missing from this episode.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't forgot about, technically.
Wasn't it?
Just yes and no. But I didn't know how to fit it in this episode because a lot of things changed. This is the first time we had dedicated sections to other games.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to just like plaster it somewhere where it felt odd. So that is something we'll have to work on. Plus we have Hytale, so now we can do a Mending Hytale.
Potentially.
I don't know if that works as well, but there are things in Hytale. Hytale pickaxes. I don't like Hytale pickaxes. Let's go back to where we're comparing. This is one of the bad things that makes building in Minecraft better. Hytale intends for the pickaxe to be used for a lot of things.
Mm.
The durability in pickaxes is horrible.
Worse than gold in Minecraft?
It's about the same as iron in Minecraft.
Okay.
I will go through some of the highest tier pickaxes like nothing in the middle of a build. Now, Hytale gives you the ability to repair it, but every time you repair the pickaxe, it loses 10% durability.
Mm-hmm.
So you can only repair it so many times before it's useless.
Interesting.
I don't like that. Don't like that at all. It contributes to me not wanting to build because I'm going to use up my materials that I worked hard to get without an automated way of getting it back.
Mm.
It's back to now I have to dedicate time every time I play to get materials. And then, oh wait, while I'm getting those materials, I'm now wearing out my pickaxe again and it needs to be repaired.
Hopefully that's something they can work on.
Yeah, I think when they bring magic into the game and enchantments and stuff like that, you can do that. I had the idea of, like the repair kit in Hytale is made with an iron ingot. And I was like, well, what if you use a cobalt ingot? Maybe when you repair it, instead of losing 10%, you lose 1%. Maybe if you use an adamantite ingot to make a repair kit, that repair kit now takes away 0% durability.
Interesting.
There's mechanics there that you could do it with. Kind of really need to make a video that talks about this kinds of stuff. Because like we just did a podcast on it, and I completely forgot about the pickaxe durability being one of my biggest complaints of the game. I complained about horses, but I didn't complain about the pickaxes.
Which arguably pickaxes are
way more important.
Yeah.
Way more important.
Yeah, they probably have plans, like Omni's saying. It's just, it's still an early game. It's still...
Yeah.
Is it still technically in beta?
I think it's still technically in alpha.
Alpha? Yeah, so
But I don't see anyone complaining about the pickaxe durability, so I kind of want to push it out there like, hey, no, this is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't realize it yet, or you may not realize it right now, but it is a mechanic that needs to be solved.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll come up with something, as you say, when magic and enchanting becomes more of a focus for their dev team. I'm sure they'll work on it.
Yeah, even if it's not, I just gave a good thing you can do that doesn't require anything outside of the mechanics that are already in the game.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah, but I think that's it. First time coming back.
It's like we'd never been away.
Yeah, no. it was like we were away for a while.
But you've had us twice in 1 week, you lucky people.
I don't know if that's...
They'll be able to see the contrast between what we thought we were going to get and what we actually got, which would be interesting. So close together.
Yeah.
If you like the show, you can share it with all your friends and on social media. If you listen on Spotify, rate and follow us so you never miss a future episode. Or if you listen on Apple Podcasts, leave us a nice review. Doing any of these helps the show reach more listeners. If you'd like to get in contact with us, send an email to podcast@thewitheringeffect.com. Message us on social media or join our Discord, where you can have a chat with everyone who works on the show and fellow listeners. All those links are in the show notes.
This show has been brought to you by our digital producer Carl and myself. The amazing music you hear throughout the show was created by the one and only Decoy. Everyone's social media info can be found in the show notes. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for getting withered with us. You should probably go drink your milk now. Bye.
See you guys.